Hi, this is Moriam, and I just wanted to give you a really quick bonus tip in preparation for the video, of course, to come. Most of you probably have heard about the law of attraction or used the law of attraction or read books about it, so you know what I'm talking about. But for other people who have just been introduced to the law of attraction, then I just want to quickly explain that the law of attraction works with our thoughts and our feelings about everything in our lives, and that is everything from our homes, our family, our friends, our colleagues, but also about ourselves. And the first thing that we can actually control in our lives when we want to make any kind of change is ourselves. You always have to begin with yourself, not anything outside of yourself. And one place that I'd like you to think about and to begin with is the words you say to yourself. Now, those words are the words that are in our heads. They're the words that come up when we're doing general things, from doing the washing up to writing a letter to when we're on the bus going to work or in our car. Those words are very strong words and they have significant impact. The question is, what kind of words do you use about yourself? And we're great at criticising ourselves. We are great at telling ourselves how bad we've done things. We're great at giving ourselves negative feedback. But what we've got to remember is that the law of attraction works with that as well. So the energy, universal energy, in fact, hears us talking about ourselves and creates more of that feeling around us. So with this small tip, all I ask you to do is be conscious of the words you say to yourself. Remember that we're humans and we're on this earth not to be perfect. Simply the definition of being human is being perfectly imperfect, which means we're gonna make mistakes, we're gonna do things wrong, and sometimes we'll have a hard time of it. But that doesn't mean we have to constantly punish ourselves with our thoughts afterwards. When you realise that you've made a mistake, and we all make mistakes, I make mistakes, I've made loads of mistakes, I make mistakes every single day, but that doesn't mean that I have to beat myself up about it every time. So when you do have a negative thought about yourself because of something that you might have done, or even because of somebody else, then recognise the thought, become conscious of it, don't repress it. The only thing is that once you've had this negative thought, I'm asking you to just turn it around. So what you basically do is when you have this thought, for example, I made a mistake, I was too late, I let people down, recognise that, and then afterwards say to yourself, okay, yes, I did make a mistake, and I may have let people down. It wasn't my intention to, but now that I know what I know now, I can make a difference. I couldn't make any difference at the time before because I was acting on the information that I had then. But now with this information and looking back in retrospect, I know it could have been better, but I can do better the next time. It's really important to look at yourself in a positive way and not to constantly punish yourself for the things that we do and the mistakes that we make. And do remember, we all make mistakes, and we're all going to continue making mistakes, and that's all part of learning. So be conscious of the words you say to yourself in your head and turn them around once you've noticed that they're negative into something positive, and then you can move further. Thanks for listening.